Well, good evening. Certainly good to see each of one of you here this evening. I'm glad that you're here. Tonight we're going to be examining Psalm 58, only 11 verses. The writer of this psalm is believed to be David. Most likely, it was written during the rebellion of Absalom. And so let's note these 11 verses and maybe a few lessons that we can gain from them. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Yea, weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are deaf adder that stompeth their ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out their great teeth, the young lions, O Lord. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let him be as cut in pieces. As a snail which melteth away, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman that may not see the sun. Before your pots can feel the thorns, he will take them away, as with the whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he see the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth. Verse number 11. We see this particular psalm is one that is somewhat different than some of the other psalms that we have noted, in the sense that here is David who acknowledges that there is wickedness that is going on round about him, and he prays to God that justice should be administered. You know, people from time to time talk about scary verses in the scripture. I think about verse number 9, detailing the wrath of God, right? Before your pots can feel the thorns, he will take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. You know, here it is. David understands that that justice should have been administered, but justice was not. And so therefore, he looks to God. You know, one of the beautiful things, you see this in the book of Romans. You also see this in the book of First Peter, as God is dealing with the government, right? One of the things that the government is supposed to do is to reward those who are doing good and to punish the evildoer. And so David is understanding that these things are not happening the way that they should have, and therefore he is calling upon God. But you know, you look down at verse number 10, as I'm putting a few thoughts together here. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. You know, when righteousness happens, we have a reason to be happy. When justice is served, we have a reason to rejoice. Those that do wickedly are going to receive punishment. Those that do righteously are going to receive reward. Now, there is something that we do need to make mention of. You look there at verse number 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Some have tried to take that verse and they say, look, here is a Bible verse that says that we are born in sin, because it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born. But understand that the point of the verse is not to say that one is born in sin, but it is to say when one comes to the mindset of accountability, they start telling lies. What are they? They are separated from God. Ezekiel chapter 18 and verse number 20 must never be forgotten. That righteousness nor wickedness is inherited, but rather the soul that sinneth, he shall die. And so as we read this particular psalm, there's a lot about judgment. And that's what I want to focus the remainder of our time on this evening. Because as David here is crying out to God, asking for judgment, understand a judgment is coming. There's a scene in the book of Revelation that shows the faithful saints, and they're underneath the altar of God, and they're crying out, God, how long will you avenge our blood? In other words, the saints are asking God, we were killed for being faithful. How long until you make that right? Not that they are questioning God, but they want to know. And God says, vengeance is mine. God will take care of those that do wickedly. There is a judgment that is coming. And it is up to each and every one of us to make sure that we are ready for that judgment. Paul would write to those in Corinth there in 2 Corinthians chapter number 13, there in about verse number 5, that we need to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Not find your own way to heaven, but study this book. Compare it to your life. See where you're at. Make sure that you're ready for the judgment. You know, here in a moment, we're getting ready to sing a song. I didn't ask Brother Ed to sing this song, but it suits. There's a great day coming. A great day coming. And for the faithful, it will be a great day. But you know, there's also a sad day coming. A sad day coming. And those that find themselves alienated from Christ, it will be a sad day. My plea for you this evening is to make sure that you're ready for that day. Make sure that in your instance, it is a great day. The only way that it can be a great day is if you do the things that God tells you to do. That means if you're not a child of God, you need to do what He says to become a child of God. If you are a child of God, but maybe you're not living like a child of God, you need to make that right. You need to make it right now. If there's anyone here that's subject to the Lord's invitation, we encourage you to come. Together we stand and we sing.